Hello guys, how you doing? It is pretty nice to be here with you again. Actually, the title of today reminds me that I've got to do it right now. Well, after doing this video. What we're going to talk about today is about automate lead generation for marketing. Actually, this is something really important for your business. It doesn't matter if it's an e-business or not. What really matters is that whenever you have this into your business and you optimize it, for sure it's gonna benefit you. So what's the first thing that we need to keep in mind is that this is going to help you, but you need to have a workflow. Even actually, you can optimize every single stuff that you have around your marketing strategies. But as this is one of the most relevant digital marketing strategies for your business, you have to be clear in your thoughts about this, because sending an email could be like good, but you have to make sure that people is going to read it. We need to consider that there's a point until your client or your future client is going to read your email. So this is really important, and you have to keep in mind that, because you need to resolve those issues before you start doing it. Okay, there are thousands of tools that you can use, but there's actually one that I really recommend because it's really useful and really intuitive as well. It is called MailChimp, and MailChimp helps you to do it quick, and you can organize even your content. People who's gonna be reading your message, people who receive it but didn't do it, and people who is receiving your messages and not as well. This is really important because you can monitorize your workflow, but also what kind of messages are being more read than others. So just to compare is really important. If that platform gives you the opportunity to compare, that's awesome. Actually, I don't know how to put it into words, but that is awesome. So you can start using MailChimp to add it to the to a forms into your website. Yeah, actually, that's the best way how to start getting leads. So I know that probably you are pushing into Facebook ads or TikTok ads, whatever. So whenever people goes to your website, for sure you're pretending maybe to get some leads from your landing page. But if you are trying maybe to get some more clients directly through your services pages, it is really important to consider as well to put it into the footer, or maybe as a pop-up, a form. So this form is gonna ask for the birthday, for the full name, and also for the email and WhatsApp number as well, just if you prefer. Actually, those kind of things that I'm telling you to ask through the form, they are really important. But you have to add a title that should be actually, it is a must, it is mandatory to add a title that pretends to give something for free. I know that probably you've already gone to a website that says, okay, join to our newsletter. So what? Okay, so probably people are like really interested about going to your website and also to receive some emails maybe about the blogs that you're um, creating into your blog. But for reading those articles, uh, how long this is gonna take for me to learn everything what you're sharing? I mean, about the content that you are uploading into your articles. That's so important, of course, but you need to consider as well that they are not gonna read it if they don't put their name and emails and whatever into your form. So that is the first step. And if you consider that it is really relevant, of course it is, you need to put a title that gives them the kind of gift. For example, there's one that I really like a lot, and it is be one of the first 5 people who are gonna receive the full price of this service, or maybe get a free class for just subscribing to our newsletter, or maybe you can get your gift immediately after subscribing. Well, those are just ideas that I've just got dressed right now, but for sure, you can give whatever it's in your way that gives value, of course, to your potential people. But also, you need to keep in mind that those stuffs that you're gonna give, that you're saying that you're gonna give them, of course, give it to them after you receive a new subscription. Okay, so this is something relevant, but this is not an automate action. Of course, I know that, but please hold on. Now that you've already had a great title, and you maybe got like maybe hundreds or maybe 1,000 of future clients, potential clients actually, that they are visiting at your website, and you've got that as a pop-up, or maybe on the on the bottom of your website, I mean in your footer, so people is gonna subscribe, okay, because you're having a cool title. That's it. Once you're in that point, you need to make that automation. I mean, you are capturing their attention. They are maybe just waiting for the gift that you said that you are gonna give it to them, because it is on the title for subscribing. Now that you're subscribing, they're just with a small thought on their brains, thinking that they are going to receive something great from you. Okay, but now that you've got their attention, you're into the way of sending daily articles, maybe, which is cool. But actually, what it's pretty cool is to be there present, to be every single day on their email box. So you have to be there. You have to be on their single day. It doesn't matter if they start watching your email or maybe in the end of the day. But you need to make that automation, so in this way they're gonna receive hundreds of emails, probably not at the same day, but it is gonna be okay if you start just with one, maybe like introducing yourself. And also, I'm probably in the same email, first email, you're saying, okay, this is your gift. And for example, if you were saying that you were gonna give it to them some plugins, for example, digital plugins, or some themes, so just give it to them. Doesn't matter if it costs a lot. or if it's cheap, the thing that you're gonna give it to them. Just give them what you said you were gonna give. Okay, this is something important. Just keep in mind that. Okay, and now that you've already sent the first email, so you realize how many people is reading at your emails. That's something that you gotta do. You gotta be able to do there in the dashboard of MailChimp. That's pretty nice. So maybe for your second email, you gotta start sending some articles. And that's the main point where you are gonna make the automation. You know what? Making the automation of sending emails, this is really simple. I'm not gonna explain you technically how to do it because there are hundreds of videos how to do that into YouTube. But what I gotta tell you is the strategy, the whole strategy, how everything needs to look. So now that you are like, let's say in 1 or maybe 2 weeks sending daily emails, including your article of your blog, of your website blog. So people is gonna understand that you really know about what you're talking about. Doesn't matter the niche. Maybe you're into a bookstore or maybe you're into a comic store, whatever. Doesn't matter. If you're telling them into every single day in your emails what you are doing in that single day, or maybe it's a good news for them, for your potential clients, but talking about your something new in relationship of your niche. So they're gonna get really interested about news because you're telling them, I'm really good at my niche and I'm telling you every single day about the news, about what's relevant, what's not. And that is something pretty nice. It is just like what really used to do Coca-Cola. They are just like pushing and pushing every single day, doing brand awareness campaigns. This is kind of brand awareness. And what you can do, it is not exactly a paid campaign, because this is an automation that it can be done just by itself. But of course, it's a great campaign because you're not gonna pay for it. You're gonna automate it, and if you're gonna pay for it, just in case that somebody tells me, "Hey, I've been trying to do it for free, but it's not." Okay, maybe nowadays it costs, but for sure it's gonna cost you just like pretty cheap. So. Versus the thing that you're gonna get, it is so relevant. In the way of sending hundreds of emails, yeah, now that people know who you are, who you are, and what you are doing every single day, they are gonna put you on the top. So whenever they think something about a soda, they're gonna think about you if that's your niche. If they need a blank paper, whatever, they're gonna think about you immediately, and you're gonna be on the top of their minds, which is great. On the way of sending emails, also, you're gonna add your social media, and this is how a big story can start. So thank me later, please. Okay, I know that this is a short video, but this is something really relevant because I really wanted to share this kind of tips and reminders that nobody else is telling you. This is the true story, and this is how it works, and that's it. So guys, Thank you so much for being with me once again. And please, if you think that this video really helps you, so leave me a thumb, and please don't forget to subscribe. So in this way, you're gonna get more videos like this. See you next time.